Hello everybody and welcome back to Starsand Island, where today I remembered to press the record button. Woohoo! Okay, so let's have a little look around and see how the rabbits are doing today, shall we? Because I think we should be... Yep, they're all coming out in force. Rabbit army is coming to weed my trees. Lovely. And let's have a look over this side. And it looks like they're doing similar over here. Wonderful. Now, the one thing I do need to check is whether the chickens will come and eat my snails. It doesn't look like they're very well fed at the moment, these ones. Let's have a little sort out. The robot should grab their stuff, but... they've got a couple of chicken feed in there, but they could do with some more. Okay. We also have a mail in the mailbox from... Delphin. Ah, yes. Okay, so this, my friends, is all of Delphin's stuff from the quest I sent him on. He's going to get things for me. Look at that. So I've claimed those. And I need to do that for... Oh, one of these is new. Nice. The greasy back shrimp, I think. Artificially farmed in coastal ponds. And we've got some nice... Questos today as well. Oh, also I need to just see if there's any of these that have been... No, still not. I've done those two. I've got all the money I can out of those, but still some of the simple quests actually haven't been done. Because I don't really get simple quests anymore. I got past that point. I didn't do quests early on in the game. Didn't realize that I was going to get like extras for it. Oh, mint. I'll have to grow that. How long have I got? 210 hours? Probably enough. If it isn't, I've got all the fertilizer I could possibly want. Oh, yeah, I sold all my honey last time. And lumen frog sculpture, that'll be fine as well. And that dude sculpture as well. Okay. Then I'm just going to go and have a look in my journey, in my side quests, and just see if any of them are less than a day. No. And are any of them for crops that I can't make? I can make that. That's fine. Bait holders. Yes, I'll be fine. Exotic egg. That's on its way. I've done that. So it's just the one for the mint for Zareen, isn't it? Okay, I shall get some mint seeds from the shop. I was about to run over to Grandma Nova's and I'm like, nope. Don't need to do that. Okay, so mint. Be good to have that growing, actually. It takes 6 days. So I'm not going to get 20 of them, thank you. Maybe 9. I could do a 3x3 of them on my big plot over here. I've got like loads of space. Some star mangoes. I've got some stardew ferns. I've got some orchids. Got some pineapples growing. Need to find a little spot, maybe around here. Would be a nice little spot to put those. Okay, so let me just switch over. Oh, I keep forgetting I have to get them out of the mailbox. This is why I stand by the mailbox when I order them, but then I forget sometimes. There we are. Still trying at the moment to get the paddy fields full. And once I've done that, I'll be trying to get more and more immortal crops for this area and the other areas over there that I've got. So it's a bit of a mishmash at the moment. I feel like the gathering robots are doing much better now. But I feel like they still might be a tiny bit overwhelmed. So I'm going to put another gathering robot. This gathering robot from here does seem to be able to reach over here quite well, but I think it needs a couple of friends. And I think they maybe need to be put purely onto... Well, it's a tough one because they're going to need to get all of the farming, the animal products as well. But I might put one that just purely does farming here. And then I can have one that does... Yeah, I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to separate them. It was something I was reading comments from a little ways back. And people were just saying to me that it would be like way better. Yes! Sorry. Yes, I have a white horse. Yes. Splitting the stables last time was actually genius move. Perfect. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna make another gathering robot or two maybe, and I'll have one doing pure. I've got 3 here. Okay, so how about we have, hang on, you only do livestock products. Okay. And you only do livestock products, and you only do, I must have already done this then. Okay. But only one doing ripe crops might be a bit difficult. So I think the one doing ripe crops needs a friend. And then I think I need another one in the other terminal that just does crops. One that does animal and crops, and one that just does crops. And then I think we'll have enough. So I think we'll just do 2 more. Because that'll just expansion-proof things a bit as well. All right, so someone needs some fluff weave ash. I'm pretty sure I should be able to do that, right? Yeah, I've got all the fluff weave. I just don't have the fiber. Now then, they're supposed to have been picking up fiber for me. I changed that over. Oh, that's probably when I changed all the other stuff. Excuse me, Mr. Cow. Stop it. I'm trying. What are you doing? Ah, now the horses. Why are they following me? No. Okay, so. And now the robots are in the way. Ah, I just want to get to the robot terminal and get my fiber out. I actually only want the fiber, but I'm going to have to collect everything, aren't I? And put it all in the boxes. Oh, well, never mind. Okay. Where's my skates? I want to go fast. Right, let's put everything away. And then that's all of my bits and bobs for the day done. Most of this will go in animal products, probably. Oh, I got a nice... The chickens got me a nice amount of... Okay, eggs go in there. Sheep saliva fluff. I sold a load of animal products recently, so everything's a bit crazy in there. So there we are. That. And then fish for the new prawns that I hadn't had before. Then there's some plant products. I'd sorted this out to get a bit more space last time. I don't know how long that will last, but another 112 oranges. I was right to sell my oranges last time. I feel like a lot of cloud rest is going to lie on the backs of the trees. Now, someone was saying to me, don't do nice, neat rows of trees. Just put them wherever, you know, because you're going to have like too many trees and it's all going to be terrible. And I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'll keep the saplings for like maybe another property or something. But I'm not gonna give up on my neat rows. No. We're gonna have the neatest, beautifulest thing ever. Because aesthetics. Yeah, I'll just carry around that one softwood for the rest of my life. Wonderful. So I've got these apple trees. I think, yeah, I need to make way more. And I should be able to. Sprinkler ones. I'm low on stamina, grab a snack. Right, that's time to stop then. And get the treasure chests. There's no big reason for me to be particularly using all my stamina up on this. Other than the fact that I don't want to suddenly need these plots and then not have them done already and then suddenly have to be eating loads of food like I had to do this one over here. So I figure like do it all ahead of time and it'll all be fine. Those are nearly done. That's nice. So the chickens so far are not keeping up with the snails. So I will help them out a bit. But it does seem like the snails are a lot better controlled than they have been over the last few days. So I'm hoping that that means that they are keeping them a bit under control. But they do also seem to have walked all the way over to the trellises over there as well. So I'm kind of thinking in a way that it might be good to have trellises and paddies near to each other. and then have all the farm plots with rabbits in other area. So I'm learning all the time about what the layout should be like. Unfortunately, I put a lot of work into this, and it'll be a lot of work to undo it. So I'll leave it where it is, and I'll leave it with its one little dedicated rabbit hutch, and I think that should be fine for it. But I am very, very tempted to move the trellis over here. But I'm also tempted to put in a fourth paddy field around here as well. So there's a couple of things that I kind of might want to do with that space. You know what? I'm going to choose, because sometimes it's good just to do a thing, isn't it? Oh, yeah. I can't do that. Not today. I'll do that tomorrow then. That's fine. All right. So in the meantime, let's make stuff. So on my list for today, extra robot, batteries for sprinkler ones, many sprinkler ones. Now I need a lot of radiant crystals for that, and a lot of iron sheets. So let's start on the iron sheets and tin ingots if I can. Let's get my hands empty. Although someone was saying it's like Z or something to empty your hand. Yeah, Z to empty your hand. I love comments. They give me so many tips. I know sometimes it takes a while to filter through, but you are amazing. I'm just gonna make like 30 or so iron sheets, because I know I'm gonna need a lot of batteries in the end. I am gonna need loads. So the next thing I'd like to do, by the way, isn't the banana and orange trees looking amazing? Aren't they looking so cool? I don't know how long the camellia and that are going to take. 1 second. 3 days on the camellia. Sorry, 1 day on the camellia and 3 days on the lemons. And the lemons will give me lemons basically all year round except summer. So that's going to be amazing. Right. So next job. So we'll have to make lots of lemon jam. Can we make lemon jam? Who knows? I'm making plenty of orange jam. I'm just going to need to stuff that entire 60 field with like sugarcane, aren't I? That's what I'm going to have to do. At the moment, I'm trying to like sort of wing it with like a little bit of sugarcane. I don't think that's going to cut it. Okay, but anyway, I've got things to do. So let's get back on with those. So solid state battery, I'm going to need loads of radiant crystals. So I'll make as many as I can, which is 9. 9 is all right. That's good. I've already got 16 of those. That's perfect. Then I'm going to need some alloy and some gears. So let's try and head for 9 of everything then. Alloy, I don't have any gold ingot, and gold ingot, I don't have any gold ore. Ah, guess we're going to the forest then. Yeah, and now I've got the fibre, I should be able to make the fluffy vash as well. I don't think we're ever going to struggle for fluffy vash ever again now. And I'll just have a think about how I'm sorting my mining robots out. But like, definitely still at a point where I think more might be beneficial rather than just completely over the top. But some of the lesser used things I think I should be processing and making into things. So I am very tempted today to maybe make an extra gearsmith so I can just constantly be making radiant crystals, because I seem to always have tons of fluorite. Recently I sold like a stack of 999 fluorite just because I had too much, and I can only imagine that we're going to get more. Like there's another 125 over the next few days. So this is 1 day's worth from 4 robots. 92 moonstone. That's really good, actually. And 93 aurorite. Only 50 gold. So I'm going to move the robot from... I've got 5, haven't I? Twilight, crystal, echoes... Twilight, crystal, echoes, evernight, echoes. Ah, I've got 2 in echoes. Right, so this echoes can go to Crystal Spring. So now we've got Crystal Spring, Twilight Garden, Crystal Spring, Evernight Forest, Echoes. And then there's one area that we're not covering, which is where we get the Flame Core. I forget what it's called, but... So do you remember like ages ago when I was really, really cross because there was an area called... It was like you can find this particular ore in Crystal Spring. Up until then, the game never told me. So it was saying it's in Crystal Spring, but it never told me what these areas actually were. It just told me the mini areas. So there's like different areas for the bots versus what areas it tells me. So it was telling me the bot area, which would have made total sense if I'd have ever been told what the bot areas were within the Moonlit Forest. But you're never going to find that out until you get to the point where you've actually completely finished the crafting quests for Zareen. So I couldn't have known that at the time. Okay, so I've got all my stuff. Let's go back. So I've got 50 gold, which isn't the most, but it should get us going. And now I've got a second bot on that. I should be getting about 100 gold ore a day. I went all in on iron ore for a while, and that really started to build up. But then I used all the gold, so not good. Not good. Oh man, it's such a rainy day outside today. It's all gloomy. It's such a good day for playing games. Okay. Off we go. One day I'll change my jacket. I'll change into a more spring-like, because we are actually like in a spring-like time now. I'll change it to a more spring-like costume at some point. Maybe. Right, so got that fluffweave ash. There's a few other things we'll need to make, so let's make some gold so we can start making alloy. That's what I use most of my gold for. I've only got 13, so I need to be a little bit, what would the word be, sparing with the gold today if I can. So I'm needing solid state batteries. We're getting radiant crystals together for that. They're all done. So let's get those started. Then I can just get all the tin and copper going on my furnace ones. I've got this whole little thing happening here. Oh, my charcoal ran out again. Apparently, if you don't have a bot getting you all the fiber and wood in the world, you can get that quite cheaply at Zareen's, but maybe I should actually. Maybe I shouldn't have done so much copper first. Right, so iron and gold and stuff I can make in here, and that just uses coal, which I have stacks of. Might be handy to have like 10 or so magnets, because they do come up a lot. I'm getting more of an idea of what's going to come up a lot and be useful to have on hand and what's not. So the gold's being done over there. I'm going to do a few lunar cores. Because let's face it, we never, ever, ever have enough of those. I'm going to do a few flame core ingots. And as soon as we've got, oh yeah, we've got a little bit of charcoal now, so let's do some tin. It's kind of what I should be doing every day to make sure I've got enough of everything to make all my quest stuff. Then let's have a look through the quest stuff. Because I've got to wait a little bit before I can make those sprinklers. And once the sprinklers have been made, then I'll work on the robot. I think that's how we're going to do it. So Fluffweave Ash is done. We're waiting for the honey vine to be finished. I've got 5 days still left on that though, so that's fine. We're waiting for the exotic eggs to grow. Bait holders. I can do 2 bait holders. Let's see about that. Crafting. No, it's tool. A bait holder is a tool. Pretty sure. Anyway, yeah. 2 bait holders. Lovely. It's going to use all my bronze up though. But that's okay because I'm getting the tin and the copper together to make more bronze. Okay. Also, I just noticed something about the fence. Okay. Fixed. I was doing a lot at the time, to be fair. Yeah, we'll just have it like that rather than worry about having it. I mean, I probably wanted it to be in the middle of that wall. That's probably hard to do without moving the entire fence structure. So I think we'll just have to put up with that for now. I might work on it later, but at the moment, at least we don't have like half of one thing and half of another thing and stuff like that going on. How is it down here? Yeah, that fits in perfectly. So I have to choose between having that looking like a double up or that not quite fitting, I think. Because otherwise I've got to move this back and then that won't be in line with that. And everything will be wrong. And sometimes you just can't do it. Sometimes it's just too much. Okay, anyway. Bait holders are done. Magnets are done. Nice. Anything else I want to do while the magnets... star flare cores. We could do a few of those. Actually 30 of them. I'm just trying to make it so that when I want to make a thing, the stuff is there. The prerequisite things are there. Right, so sorry. I want journey next. And I want to see, so that... Waiting for that. Got that. Plum jam. I don't have enough jam makers free at the moment. However, I think more jam makers might not be a bad idea. So let's go and see if we can make another jam maker so that we can make that. Got to find it in the big list. The big giant list of things. Here we are. Jam makers. I need a couple of radiant cores. We're making loads of those. 3 gears. 4 glass panes. Or did I make all the radiant cores into... I probably did. So let's make some radiant... Oh, I need charcoal. Okay, charcoal's ready. There we are. Radiant cores are ready. There we are. Just do a few of them. Do some glass panes. I think it was 4. I'll just do 4 for now on the cutter. Then... After that, I've forgotten. Ah, gears. That was the last one. 3 gears. Beautiful. So I can make another jam maker and then I can have quite a few doing the orange. I do need to, you know, ramp those up. I'm needing to make alloy still, so I should be able to do that now. I don't want to make all my core gold into alloy, but I'll make a few. That's still on the way. Lovely. Oh, and I need a few more gears for the sprinklers. I'm going to try and make 8 or 9 sprinklers. All right, jam maker should be... Oh, no, did I pick up the glass? Nope. Right, jam maker should be doable now. Moved up here. I am not seeing it. Which means I've missed something. Did we pick up the gears? Yeah, we picked up the gears. A lot of other things I can make, but not the jam maker, apparently. Also, I'm not... I hate it. I hate this thing. I can never find anything in here. I bet it was right there somewhere. So, jade cabbage, small fish, stonefish, work table, juicer, rabbit hutch, separator, ore analyzer, spinning wheel, loom, chalice, ammo, furnace, charcoal cutter. Nope, 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 nope. Definitely not. I know what it looks like as well. I'm just scanning, scanning, scanning for it. Where's it gone? Stop it. Get in my way. I can't find... Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, it's the Radiant Cores. Here they are. Trying to work out what I was missing. There we are. Jam maker. Perfect. At some point, I'll maybe mass make those, because the more trees I'm growing, the more this is going to be needed. The more jams I'm going to be able to make. Over winter, it was a bit slow, but now it's going to start getting crazy. Placeable on walls. Oh! So I can put the couplets down as a decoration. That's really cool. It's another really cool thing that I'll probably not put down. Shh. Don't tell on yourself, Sheelab. Right, so star plum jam. I can only make one, but you know what? I only need one, so that's fine. A whole bunch of rabbit food. A whole bunch of, hopefully, chicken food. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do with that then is, while I wait for a few other things to process, I will go and fill up all of the sort of secondary... the secondary rabbit and chicken areas. Not enough nest space to breed. Yeah, I don't need you breeding all the time. I mean, I could sell basically an adult rabbit every day if I wanted to, but... And that's something I might do once I'm a little bit more on top of everything, but there is always probably going to be so much to do. I probably won't really get into that. But if you want to be like just a rancher and just have loads of ranching going on, and just buy in your feed and have the whole of your farm be for ranching, have loads of animals, and then you would definitely be able to just do what I've got going down here. Have loads of different animals milling around, and they've got like one big trough. That would be totally doable. So other than the two animals down there, everything else can eat from the trough at the moment, can't it? I'm just going to put it all in here. I wonder if I should get like some deer and stuff like that today. Some like maybe pigs. They ask me for truffles every so often as well, so it might be worth it. Okay, I think we're nearly there with the sprinkler ones. So let's just see if we can do that. Yes, we can. We can do 6 of them. Why? Because we only have 6 alloy. Please tell me I didn't only make 6 alloy. I want to at least make 7 so that it's in tune with the batteries that we've made to power them. Yeah, the rabbits are definitely able to reach all the way to the corners. But I do feel like those two in the corner kind of are handy to have. I think they might be able to reach all the way from their pen over here, all the way into the corner there. But equally to having the robot over here, I think it's just sensible to give them a little bit more help with the very far corner. Just don't quite seem to get into there. I mean, maybe if I had more trust in them, they would. I don't know. Maybe if I believed more. Okay, so I spent all day. Ah, oh, darn it. Did I get the alloy off there? Yeah, I did. Okay. Just crafting, crafting, crafting. But I think we've got some good stuff. So that's another 7 sprinklers for my trees. And probably I was saying to myself, oh yeah, when they're out of season, I can just move the sprinklers around. Do you think I'll be bothered doing that? No. So we'll just make enough to cover everything. So 1, 2, 3. That one's all wiggly. 4, 5, 6. Oh, that was the perfect amount. Look at that. Yes. So now I just got to water the apples at the back there. That's the only one I've got to do. So I'm going to need another 3 for those ones. And then I will try and get sprinklers across this whole thing. But it'll take me a while to do. Now, I want to actually go and check on the fish ponds. Oh, okay. Perfect. Perfect. So I've got 1 swordfish king extra now. Lovely. That is the first swordfish king that we've actually bred, which is amazing. There's a giant barb I could incubate. I'll do that. I don't check on these very often, but for a while it lost the ability to interact after I moved them, and I thought, oh, good grief, this is going to be terrible, but it was okay in the end. Oh, there's another swordfish I can hatch out, and another giant barb I can hatch out. That's okay. And I'd set a whole load of them to go, and they're all ready now. So I'll just pop them into my fish box, and then if someone wants a particular type of fish, it will show whether I can or can't achieve that. So the more fish I have, just put into this little fish basket, easier things are going to be. So fish eggs, got the giant barb. I've got another 3 giant barbs and another swordfish. Wow. So yeah, we are getting the good ones. What I'd like eventually is to have quite a lot of fish ponds. I've been avoiding getting the medium fish pond, A, because I think it's quite big, and B, because I'm a bit worried that someone did say it was bugged. So I'm sticking with the smaller ones at the moment, but I might try later on once I've got, again, more space to see if I can... This material's gone. There we are. I'll see if later on if I can do a little bit more with fish breeding. But that is definitely like #1 kind of... That's my bugs now. It's #1 thing for moving to another place, isn't it? Like, you're not going to really... Oh, really? I've got charcoal in here. Grr. Although actually I'm thinking that that and that should be in tech. Better. Okay. It's so easy to go through a whole day and barely get anything done. So that's done. The plum jam is on its way. The mint is being grown. I've got 8 days on it and it'll take 6 days to grow, so that's fine. I don't even need to fertilize it. G-Max 4. Lumen frog and glintortal sculptures. So I need 3 alloy and then the usual 2 meteor planks, 2 alloy. Okay. So 2 meteor planks. How? I could have... Oh, right, yeah. I haven't picked those up. I was like, I could have sworn I put on a whole load of lunar crystals. But I hadn't picked them out of the furnace yet, so that's fine. They haven't gone missing or anything. Then I want to make 5 alloy at least. Yeah, we'll do 5 for now. And then maybe later on I can try doing more, but I need more gold for that. Whole load of charcoal. Wonderful. Hi, Sarge. How you doing? Are you hungry? Do I not have anything to feed you? So it's not good to not have anything to feed my animals. So I'm thinking they're both carnivores. They both probably quite like fish. It might be good just to have a particular fish that I've got a lot of. I don't have a lot of one particular fish, though. That's the problem I have, I think. Something like meaty chunks or something I could maybe give them. Yeah, let's put meat bites in there for a while. Maybe they can eat that. Or maybe it needs to be cooked. Oh, I don't know. Basic carnivore pet food. That might be good. For a while. Where have they gone? Always hiding. Never where I want them to be. Alright, let's try it. Okay. You are full. Wonderful. Where's your friend? Where's your puppy friend? There we are. Oh, time flies, and I hope you consider us good friends. Are you hungry? Yes, you are. Oh, Sarge really likes that stuff. Dog food for the win. Okay. Right, let's keep going through this. So, in a minute, I'm going to need to make the second lot. Oh, yeah. So we're still going through the quest stuff for the day. But that's fine. You know, sometimes it takes a minute to get through all the quest stuff. 2 eternal alloys. So I should now be able to go and make one of the sculptures. The glint turtle I can't, but the lumen frog I should be able to. So lumen frog. Yeah. Perfect. And then, oh, those are done. Very good. Shall I start some auralite, or shall I do the? Yeah, let's start some auralite. Those will be 19 more seconds. Charcoal's done. Oh, let's see if the jam's done. No, it'll take 1 more minute. Okay, everything's like taking a little bit of a time. 8 of those. Is there any more immortal seeds that I can try and make today, I wonder? I'm trying to make as many as I can. Also trying to be sensible about it. So, immortal river lotus. I can make 1 more. Immortal rice. I can make 1. Let's make it 1 immortal rice. I'm trying to get the paddies to be immortal entirely. It's taking a little while. So sometimes I pick up immortal seeds and I pop them back in, and sometimes I just make 1, and it just depends on what I've got going at the time. I don't have rice fully put in there, so I could do with maybe changing that up. We've got weeds and snails in here, so I'm wondering whether to put a 3rd rabbit pen, like, in the other bit, because I mean these rabbits seem to always come across here to eat weeds here. So I can see they're trying to go for, I think, weeds, or maybe in the trees. Not sure. I think it might just be a case of having enough of them, honestly, rather than, because I'm trying very hard to look at how far they roam and what they do. Because if I can have them all in, yeah, they've come all the way across there to eat those weeds. So that's telling me they probably don't need to be there. I mean, like I say, they can stay there. I've made them a washer now, so. But just for you guys, like, just so you know, the rabbits do seem to travel quite a way. As long as they've not eaten their 5 things a day that they need to eat. And it might be the same with the gathering robots. They might have a certain amount of things a day they can pick up or do. But it doesn't tell you that, whereas it does with the rabbits. Right, tea drunk. Let's see about that jam. Is that done? Yeah. I like to have everything that I can there before I head off. So, glint turtle sculpture. See if we can make that now. We can. So I think that was the last thing to make before we go on a big hand-in sesh. This is what I do basically manually while everything else is being sort of dealt with by sprinklers and by other automation things that I've got in now, and it's really quite good at this point. What I could do with getting on top of is making sure that these are full all the time. So I want to try and get more seeds and more things in here so that I've got more to sell, basically. That'd be amazing. For example, the final 5 of these water caltrop, maybe. Because what I need to do is buy the seeds a couple of times a day because they're 25 and I can only get 20 at a time. And I've literally burned the whole day now. I can't even hand things in. So that's okay because I did check at the beginning of the day that everything had plenty of time. So I can go to bed and then maybe just hand in some of the ones I have on me tomorrow. But sometimes, like, stopping to do things like make extra robots or make extra sprinklers just takes enough of your day away that you don't get things done. And also, I'm chatting. I'd probably get a lot more done if I wasn't chatting. So I imagine those of you that... I used to have some people that would, like, try and compete with... And I don't know why, because I'm not particularly trying to rush or anything or do things too efficiently. But they'd be like, I'm on this. I'm doing this and this and this by this point. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And, but most of it's because I'm talking all the time and I'll stop to talk and I'll stop to explain things and all that sort of thing. And they're not doing any of that. The person in question, I'm pretty sure ended up saying that they'd extended their game days. So it was like, that's not a fair comparison then, is it? Let me just make sure I've got everything. Cattle. Sheep feed is getting low. So let me... That I tend to buy. Oh no, they're all giving me all their produce. Look, I can stand in the middle of the trough and be like, I am the queen of produce. Mwahaha. How are we doing for horse feed? We don't have horse feed either. Okay, I'm gonna just go over to my mailbox and that'll be the first thing I sort today. I'll just max out the amount of horse feed and the amount of sheep feed I can grab. So let's go into the shop and ask Pastel to send those over. Sheep. I think we're okay for cattle. But I might buy that anyway. And then horse. And then I'll grab those out of the mailbox and I'll throw them into the trough. So the nice thing about these is that although the guys over there, like I feed them individually, the rest of them, everything just gets thrown in the trough and they just do their thing. And then the robots will either pick it up or I'll pick it up. I have the I have the skill where I can just pick up things from the ground as long as I'm near them. So if they do lay things on the ground, I'll just pick them up. Yeah, I know you're hungry. I should have horse food and sheep food and all sorts here. There we are. But this just means everyone gets fed in like one go. I can check it all in one go. It's so much easier for me. There's some more cow food, but they're okay. And they're all munching. They're all having a great time and wonderful stuff. Now, one thing I would like to try and do soonish, but I'm not too bothered about right now, is A, to get some different animals like pigs and things like that, and B, to build some more sheep pens so that I can do more of that. But one thing I am considering is once I get this new area, I might move all of my non-chicken and rabbit stuff over there. So I've got like chicken and rabbit and farming and all that going on here. And then maybe move all my fish ponds and ranching and stuff like that to Cloud Rest. So that might be something I do. But I'm hoping by then I'll have worked on this enough that everything is pretty automated. So I just need to come back here and grab the stuff. And maybe feed the rabbits and chickens that I've left behind to look after things. And at that point, I may move those chickens and rabbits into the area over there, or I might not. I'm still not certain on that. Or I might give them a trough even, depending on how much work they need to do and how they're doing with things. So I might just try everything out and see how it works on sunny days. Okay, so we've got loads of stuff to do. I think I've got all the stuff together. I just didn't hand in the quest yesterday. So a floral sachet. That's the first time anyone's ever asked me for that. But it's actually quite useful because it's one of those 1 stars that I still haven't finished yet. So black fabric, that should be doable. I do have black sheep and black wool and things. Spirit fruit pulp, that's doable as well. Time arrows is doable as well. A long barbel dragonfish king. I'm wondering if I should go and do some fishing. I do not have time. I even slightly have time to go fishing. What am I even thinking? Oh, and a couple of cucumbers. Okay, so we've got a couple of little things. I'm kind of wondering if I should take that just to... Something from the ocean. I just think generally I'm not going to take quests for fish that I don't have, but I do want to go and do some fishing while it's still spring at some point. We're on the 7th day of spring now. Things are starting to get better. Things are starting to get more automated. All right, let's have a look what I don't have. I don't have that one. I don't have those ones, but they're still growing. That's fine. I've got that. I've got that. I don't have that, but that's growing. I don't have the G-Max fertilizer 4. Got that. Got that. Or the floral sachet. Right. General store for floral sachet. And black fabric. We do have. Oh, okay. It's just the floral sachet and the G-Max fertilizer. Ooh. How many was the G-Max fertilizer? Was it 2? Was it 2? Yeah, it was 2. So 2 G-Max fertilizer. 4, wasn't it? G-Max fertilizer 3. There it is. I was like, I don't see 4, but yeah, no, it's there. It'll be done in a minute. And so then I need to pop into the shop and get the little purple taggy thing. I'm trying to like save these things up. I'm trying to slowly buy them. You know what? I'll buy all of them. A happy birthday firework blueprint. A sea picture and a guide flag. And a pillow and some umbrellas. I want an umbrella. Like I'd be like Ginger then. But there's a few things that I haven't bought yet, but you know, they're easily bought when I do need them. But I figured that those were quite cheap, so. Right, let's see what I need to do them though. So it's like a little purple dude. Where is it? Maybe not. Let's go to all. See if I can find it there. I feel like it should be a crafting thing. But again, my eyes might be just like going past it. There's so much furniture. Nope, probably went straight past it there. This is my problem. It's like something really easy to make. Because all the statues are in here, so I don't see why the... Oh! I'll tell you why I can't find it. I'm so used to getting things from the shop and then I don't have to pick them up from the mailbox, and I just, yeah, sometimes completely forget that I have to do that. There we are. Now it's where I expected it to be. Not like I wasted too much time though, because we are still waiting on this for another 40 seconds. But I might come back and get that, because I think that's the only thing now, other than all just handing everything in. So animals are totally fed. I sorted out the pets yesterday, so they should all be good. I'll still have a chat maybe, see how you're doing. You hungry again? Wow. You after more of that, like, dog food again. You like that, don't you? Yeah, Sarge's affection right up. How's 404 feeling then? How are you feeling? Are you hungry too? That bowl needs water as well. You want to play? Okay. Well, I shall play with you. Would you like to do cat teaser? Yeah. So cute. Okay. So now they're a little bit happier, which is wonderful. Oh yeah, that was one thing I noticed. That bowl needs watering. Slowly but surely, I am getting on top of things. Anything more nice at my table now? I want a good top. That's really nice, like a little mushroom dress. If I had 10 celeste berries, I could make that. That's beautiful, but I don't... Well, it would probably go quite nicely with my hair, actually, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm going to get some celeste berries and make the mushroom dress, I've decided. We'll do that before we go out. Need 10 of them. Oh, really? Wow, it's just one per tree? Since when? I just sold a whole load of celeste berries. So, like, I'm never going to need them again in my life. So what's the first thing I do? Oh, look, there's a recipe that needs celeste berries. 6. They're pretty much everywhere, though. I was going for my roller skates, really, there, but never mind. Yeah, then I can't find any more. There used to be loads around. Well, I guess I can't make it just now, then. Sad times. All right, let's just get on my board and start handing quests in, because, like, if I muck around any longer, I'm not going to be able to hand them in. I've been very bad at mucking around lately. Oh, thanks. There's your fluff weave, Ash. Cucumbers for Gust. Where is Gust? 42 meters away. Well, that's okay then. For once, he's actually close. Not out in the middle of the forest or something.
What is it?
Thank you for the stone. Wow, that's really good. Because when I get that as a quest... That's nice. They're giving me nicer presents now. Alloy for Delphin. Okay, that must have got used up somehow. I need to go and do that. So let's give Aurelis the dolphin fish. Here's one I caught earlier. It totally doesn't smell. Even though it's been in my box for like a year, I just threw it in the chest at the end of last autumn or something. It's, you know, been in there a whole season, but that's okay. Why are you all the way up here? Just having a little mushroom gathering time, I guess. Thank you. Oh, wow. A fragment. Nice. Not that I really make tons of that kind of furniture, but if you were on that part of the quest, that would be really useful. Right. Star plum jam for Sylvain. Actually, let's... Oh, I didn't pick up the G-Max fertilizer yet. Oh, the Lumen Frog sculpture, because Zephyria is just over there. So that'd be perfect. I try to at least be slightly sensible about not going back and forth when I'm turning in these requests, but sometimes it catches me out a little bit. Okay, that's for Zephyria, and then one for Graminova. Oh, Aurelis again. No, just... Oh, yeah, you're right there. Nice. I forgot I had two there. Okay, nice. Next. Haven't done the time arrows or anything. I need to get this down before I start making the rest, you know. So... Not so bad, but I won't worry about going to see Delphin. I'll just go see him once I've done the alloy. I'll pick up the G-Max at the same time. So, Graminova and Sylvain. Okay, that's fine. I'll be back in town. Let's just jump over there quickly. And I'll work on the rest of it.
Hello.
One day I'll take a day off from quests, but that day will not be anytime soon. I can't help myself. Strong, lasting fragrance should be effective against pests. Granny Chen taught me this method. Sometimes the old ways really do work better. I'm trying to rush again. Like, if I try to rush talking through things, if I try to talk at the same speed my brain goes and at my own reading speed, like, have you ever done those sort of speed reading things where it's like, how many words per second can you read and that sort of thing, words per minute even? And I think I got somewhere up to like 900 and I was still getting good comprehension on it. I can read crazy fast, but then I can't talk at 900 words a minute. So it's really hard for me then to like slow my brain down, slow my reading out loud down. I need to practice it more. Well, I'm supposed to practice it quite a bit anyway, but I'm aware of my limitations. But when I do start stuttering over things like that, that's why. You rabbits are doing a great job. Okay, let's go and make/pick up some alloy and pick up that fertilizer as well. Okay, not enough gold. Got any more gold that I can make? No. So I'll have to go and pick that up from the forest. But I can pick the fertilizer up at least on the way past. Yeah, actually, why not? Let's go into the forest and pick up all of our gold for the day, because we should have a double haul of that, hopefully. It seems to be about 50 a day of the main things you need, and then if you double up the robot, you get 100. Which is fine by me. And I'm barely having to go into the forest anymore. At the moment, I'm trying my best to grow the things that I need. Like the sunflowers, the mirage sunflowers, and got some of those down as immortal seeds in my plot, in my mixed up plot. It's full of all the immortal seeds. Like I say, I'm hoping to get that into something a little bit more organized, but at the moment it's just doing well. It's fine. Really? 59 gold ore? But I've got two working there. Don't I? Twilight, Crystal Spring, Evernight. Yeah. It didn't make that much. Oh, maybe it's because it was like I'm coming in quite early in the day and it's maybe only 1 day's worth. Maybe throughout the day, if I came in like at the end of the day, they would have more. That's possible because we only had 29 moonstone. So I think it is a double whack of it. It's just I didn't give enough time. But I need the gold ore, so it's worth coming in to get anyway. But I'm hoping to sort of have enough in stock soon that I can only come in here every few days and pick up a big haul of it rather than having to come into the forest every day. I'm aiming to not be having to go into the forest at all. That is my aim. I want everything to be on the farm. Okay, so what are we doing next? Making some gold and making some alloy. That's what we're doing next. And then putting everything away, probably. All right, so that's another 14 gold bars. Is there anything else I can do in the meantime? So that we need the alloy. I should go and pick up the stuff from the robot terminal because there might be honey vine in there at the moment. Bait holder can go to, okay, mint. Can't do that. I've got the G-Max fertilizer and the black cloth. Ah, the time arrow and the spirit fruit pulp. Okay, we could definitely do those. So, spirit fruit pulp. I try to keep one jam maker free. What I don't have for that is any sugar. So, big sugar cane grow coming in soon. Ah, no, really no sugar. Not even sugar cane. Okay. Well, there might be, if I actually pick up the stuff from the robot terminal, some sugarcane come in from there. So let's have a look. No, still not. Okay. And my bag is full, so I can't even pick up the whole thing. Do you know what? That might be a thing I'll do while I'm waiting. Have a look at what will increase my bag size, because that's still causing me issues. And I haven't fully sorted that out. Animal products. Right, got a little bit of gold ore there, which doesn't surprise me that that's not in materials at the moment. And I've got that pineapple token. I can go into misc. Okay, very nice, much better. And oh, the stone frog can go in there too. And I can just hand that in if I get it for a quest. I've got one in hand, basically, which is very nice. Yeah, that'll be fine. So, bag. Expand. Oh, I have literally everything I need to expand this bag other than 5 hardwood planks. Well, you know what I'm going to be doing right now then. Making 5 hardwood planks. Maybe making a few more, because if I don't have hardwood planks, then that's a bit annoying, right? Let's make a few. So that was literally 9 seconds worth of work. So that would have been really easy to have done ages ago. I don't particularly want to have like bagfuls of stuff all the time, but if I'm finding that I'm running out of space when I'm just picking up things from robot terminals, then it does need to be increased. If it's not really a case of me running out of room, well, it's not really a case of me having a badly organized inventory. It's a case of just there not being enough room. Next expansion is sugar, fish fillets, and alloy. Okay, well, we're trying to work on sugar at the moment, aren't we? That's one of the reasons I needed to pick things up from the robot terminals, but there wasn't one in the other robot terminal. But I'm going to check this one just in case this robot has decided to pick up some sugar cane, which it has. So I can make a little bit of sugar, just enough for the jam. Ooh, a blue orchid. Nice. Mint. A pineapple. A sweet potato. I was trying to purposely plant a few things that I hadn't seen before, so it doesn't surprise me that that's all come up. All right. Sugar. What was it? It was like fish fillets and alloy, wasn't it? So I could make some fish fillets out of maybe the cichlid. Maybe 2 of them. Because if I have that, then maybe I could upgrade the bag soon again to 60. Have a look. Yeah, just 5 alloy now. Okay. I mean, I do kind of need the gold for alloy for other things, but you know, maybe. I've got 11 gold, so yeah, we might be able to do it. So 5 alloy for my bag. And then 3 alloy for Delphin. And I'll just parallel process them for a bit of speed there. So then how are we doing? So let's see. We have the honey vine now. We're looking at making the alloy. The exotic egg doesn't look like it's ready yet. The bait holder's ready. That's ready. That's ready. That's ready. It's ready. Oh yeah, time arrow and spirit fruit jam. Okay. Yeah, spirit fruit. And then time arrows. I'm going to need probably about 3 lumen sand for that. So I'll need 3 fluffweave ash. In the meantime, I'm going to try and make more sprinkler ones for my trees. It looks like I can make a few batteries there. So I'm just going to try and make batteries whenever I can. And then we'll make the alloy and gears and get them together. And hopefully that'll just make things a bit less painful. All right, let's get my bag upgraded again. I need to put in the automatic milkers and shearers and things like that. I'm losing out on produce because I don't have the stuff I need for it. Wow, I've got like 44 pineapples. I'll try and make those into jam as well. I need so much sugarcane. And so many jam makers. But for now, I'll put them away. So a round of everything. And then see what doesn't fit. So under plant products, there's pineapples, moon juice, mints, river lotus, tulips, orchids, potatoes. I'm amazed they all fit, to be honest. Under artisan, sugar. I'm gonna buy some sugarcane seeds and plant them in. That might delay me handing in my quests a bit, but sugar is something I'm gonna need tons of. So much. And sugarcane is a good way to do it. You also have like a sugar beet, but it doesn't, is it beetroot? Is it like a sugar beet specifically? Trying to see. It might be just the beetroot, but the way I tend to do it is sugarcane. You can do that in a paddy field as well. Huh. Interesting. I think for now I have space in the farmland, so I'm going to buy 20 and I'm just going to get them all planted in because I've got room. That land isn't really doing much at the moment. So it can help me with my sugar problem. All right, where did it go? I thought I picked it up from the mail. Maybe I did not. It's my favorite thing to not do. Yeah, I thought I had. Okay, where's it gone? I'm having a terrible time for just like not being able to see things today. But they were there the whole time, to be fair, so... No, I don't want to put down the bait holder. Go away. No. No. 0. There we are. Right, let's have a look. So I've got like quite a bit of space up here. So let's just put a load of sugarcane in. I'm being quite specific about where I put things in this particular plot, so I'm not really using my big kind of throw everything down method that I could be doing and making it a bit quicker, but there we are. Loads of sugarcane planted. And we've got most of this covered in some kind of seed or another. 3 days still on the exotic egg, 2 days. Let me go and see quickly if I've got some fertilizer I could just pop on there and make it quicker. Yeah, let's get some of that ripening 5 on it. That bait holder needs to not be in my inventory. My goodness. Not on my hotbar. There we are. It can be in my inventory, just not my hotbar. As I like to scroll through my hotbar and it sticks it. It's so annoying. So what's the least? 2 days 20. That will have it completely harvestable. Oh yeah, I've got 8 exotic eggs and 1 spore that I can put back in. It's not actually an egg, but a fungus hiding in a white shell. So I think I got a spore from it. Oh yeah, I did. It's there. It's right there. Plant that back in. Why not? There's 2 blue tulips on... Sorry, 4 blue tulips on the floor for some reason as well. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure I got, like, almost everything. So let's go and check through. Yes, I got that, 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 got that. Oh, not the time arrows and not the... Okay. I'm also going to check that I did take this stuff off the board this morning. Please tell me I did. Oh, yeah, I did. Except for that one for Nia. I'm not spending all day fishing. No way. Not happening. All right, so we can now make the lumen sand stuff. Yeah, there we are. 2 of those. No, actually 3 of those. Reason I need 3 is obviously we're going to need to make 9 arrows so we can have 7. It's a bit annoying. 4 minutes left on the jams, so they can just be done later. Got a load of pickled cucumbers. Very nice. Oh, I can make more. Woohoo. Shall I pickle all my winter melons? I could, you know. I can pickle the water caltrops, though. That might be quite handy, because they sell for 308. Just anyway, so I imagine that the pickles will go for quite a nice amount. 8 days. Well, in a week we'll be really rich. I can pick them up as I go though, so that's fine. Pickled carrots. Pickled water spinach, I would say. I'll leave the cabbages and stuff in case I need to make any veggie juice. So we'll just do that for now. And we've also got an immortal rice seed I made earlier. And let's make an immortal river lotus seed as well. Like I say, I'm working on those quite hard at the moment. The idea will be that these will just grow, grow, grow all year round. They will always have immortal seeds. There's a few snails around. I haven't seen a chicken eat a snail yet. However, I feel like there are slightly less snails now. I do think that they still need a bit of help. But it definitely was like chickens eat pests, but I don't know about snails. However, I'm like super pumped about having so many snails because, well, one thing is, do they ever show up in there, and do they ever show up in here? Because this spot's the most likely to actually be. No, I'm not seeing that bot particularly picking up snails from the chickens, so I'm not sure if that's their thing. I will look that up later and see if there's any particular animal that likes to eat the snails. Or whether they're always going to be like you just got to go over them once a day and pick up the snails off them. If that's the case, then I will always be planting anything that can be done on farmland rather than on a paddy. But like I say, it's a really good way of getting stuff for my immortal seeds for the protein powder. So I'm not too worried about it at the moment. But I'm starting to wonder how that gets automated, you know what I mean? Oh, no. I need to make an arrow before I can make another set of time. Oh, that's become an annoying quest, that has. Very annoying. It's like everything else I've got. I don't want to leave until I know I've got everything. On the plus side, by the time that's done, maybe the plum jam will be done. Spirit fruit jam will be done. Really? It's like basically the end of the episode again. How? And how have I not got much more money than I started with? Right, let's make one set of arrows. And I can make a set of time arrows from it. Then I'll start handing quests in. I might circle back and get the jam, possibly. Minute and 30, so that, yeah, this will be done really soon. So I think we'll just come back for that later. It might not be till later the Ginger's around anyway, so. Okay, well, let's start with Delphin then. I'll probably be down by the beach or something. This is not the way to the beach, so I'm guessing he's in town. Ah, having a snack in here. Right, okay. I'm just gonna jump on your tables and be a pest. Usual Sheilab pest. I ordered this meal from Morellis. If I hadn't supplied him with top-notch fish for so long, you wouldn't be getting this treat. I've checked this restaurant's food procurement records and staff health certificates. The safety rating is reliable. All ingredients in my restaurant have passed residue testing, Marston. You can enjoy the dishes with peace of mind. Oh, Marston's behind. I was wondering, how's Marston talking? He's behind there, look. Also, from a nutritionist perspective, the protein to fiber ratio on your plates is off. I'll provide a complimentary serving of leafy greens. Thank you. A standard portion will suffice. Back to business, Delphin. I've recalculated the tidal window you mentioned for next Tuesday. It meets secondary operations standards. But your gear list is missing a backup underwater comm system. Per the enhanced primary protocol, an emergency locator beacon is mandatory. Fine, I'll get Zareen to add it. Also, a final weather confirmation is required 24 hours before departure. That's procedure. Guys, let's finish our meals first, okay? The food's getting cold. Talking shop while you're eating. No. Chef Morellis put a lot of work into cooking the meals for us. You don't want to ruin his hard work, do you? Oh no. This is a massive conversation. Can I just talk to you though, please, rather than just listen? Delphin listen, Delphin talk. Oh yeah, Delphin talk. That was a cool conversation though. Marston says this meal is a data adoption celebration. You buy that? I saw the newly revised safety pledge peeking out of his bag, thicker than the menu. He specifically picked this seat near the fire exit and emergency exit. That's the Marston we know. All about the safety Marston. Why is there always someone that's like the health and safety like guru? And everyone really loves them and they're so popular. Okay, so got them. Let me take a look. Oh yeah, got those for you. No, I thought I could quickly catch him before I sat back down again. Let's get out of that. Thank you. Right, talk to Delphin again. And there's your alloy, and then I can get out of here. Delphin affection plus 80. So at the moment, Delphin is like, hopefully, 404 is like nearly a 5 as well. It's just hit 4 really. But Mellowen is the next best. So I've got more of an idea of how to like get them to like me, all the animals and stuff. So I don't think I've met Nana, and then there's a couple of the panda bears. Other than that, I think I've got them all. So I'm going to try and collect all of those animals eventually, but again, number 56 on my list. Delphin, I wanted to get your details up. I want to see how close you are. So 500 more points. So probably about 10 more quests, and we'll have Delphin to level 5. Zareen at level 4, which is what we need for our island life, will be happening in about 200 points time. Wonderful. Did I have any quests for Zareen? Yes, Mint. It's only a 2-star, so I think that will be 50 with her. But then there's only 150 to go, so that's not too bad. A couple of episodes and that'll be done. Like I say, there's no massive rush on the island life stuff while I've still got 700. That's a butterfly I haven't seen before. Hang on. I think, anyway. Oh no, it's a swallowtail. Boring. Right, Zareen, I have some mint for you. I grew it special. Oh, 2.5 grand for that. It's not too bad. Neona, time arrows. Now, is there anyone else that's closer into town? I very much expect Sylvain will be closer, and so will Alex. So let's track Alex for now. Alex is 200 that way. Okay. I was expecting Alex to be by Lex Woodworks, but no. Alex is probably having dinner somewhere or something.
Hello.
Hi. About the quest. Turn in request. Honeyvine? Yes. Nice. Get a good amount of money back from that one. Exotic eggs. Yeah. That was good. That was really good. That was Alex plus 80. Nice. Right, let's try the Star Plum Jam for Sylvain, and then the fabric for Serena. That was a good choice. Sylvain is very close. Oh, and Ginger's here too. But sadly, I don't have the stuff for Ginger because it wasn't done quite yet. So I need to quickly nip back and get that for her. She's on her way down to her usual like spot by the river, so I'll catch her there in a bit. That was plus 80. We'll do Neona next then. Is that Neona running down the road? Yes. So I'm going to have to run to catch up. I run slightly faster, thankfully. There's your time arrows. Enjoy going into the forest and taking things down with those. I've never actually used them. I don't even know how they work. And at this point, I don't need to. So is it just Ginger now? No, it's... I will go and see Serena. Then I will go and get Ginger's stuff, and then I'll head out to wherever Fang might be hiding. We're on 400k now. Which is almost a quarter of the way there. Hey, Serena. I love your dress, by the way. Why aren't there nice dresses like that for me? Stella's ideas are always wonderfully unpredictable. Most of the time, they turn into something truly special on stage. Whatever she envisions, I'll find a way to make it happen. Thank you for your help. I'll be sure to let Stella know. Yay! Serena Affection plus 50 room visit. Okay, let's go and grab whatever's in the room and have a little look at it. Now, is Serena someone that has their own house? I think they might be. Yes. Just track our way to Serena's house, which is over here. And we'll go and have a look inside. I figure it's this one then. Pendant lamp. A cozy minimalist sofa and a bunch of money. It's like a little kitchen. It's very cute, this place. And there's a little bedroom with a computer. So many places I can go to like pick up chests and things, and like I do it the first time and then I forget a lot as well. Right, so let's see where Fang is actually. If Fang is close by, great. If he's like, yeah, as expected, a million miles away, then we'll go and check out Ginger's one. So I'll head back to my farm, pick up the pulp, give that to her, and then I'll head over to him. I usually just leave it a few days before I do a big sell-off of things. There's no particular massive reason to do it. However, the ship might be... Oh, hang on. While we're here then, give those a water. Apples are starting to grow nicely. That one even has like apples on it. Maybe the bees will help that to fruit out of season as well. That'd be amazing. Right, so let's collect those. That's my stuff for Ginger. I will track that instead, just in case I accidentally try and go to Fang, which would be terrible. It's miles away. So what I should do is go and see where Fang is before, and see if I can bus stop over to him before I do anything else. Right, so.
Hello.
Hi, Ginger. There you are. Enjoy. The little preparation, this should keep the cold at bay. I want to see as much of this world as I can. That means taking care of myself, even when I'd rather just go outside. I have like a really cool doll of her that Pathea sent me ages ago. I think when I was still doing Portia. I think it was one of the Kickstarter Portia things, possibly. They sent me a whole box of stuff and I did like a little giveaway. And I think one person... I had 2 dolls and I kept one. And the other went as the main prize for the little giveaway I did. I think it was just a names out of a hat thing. And there were all sorts of... They gave me little stickers and badges and things like that as well. It was really cool. Right then, so... Best way to get to Gust. No, get... Fang, not Gust. Best way to get to Fang. Where is Fang right now? Fang is by Cloudrest Lake. So, let's go over to the bus stop. I should have done this when I was by the bus stop near to Neona, but seeing as I'm here, let's go to the one at Pastel's place. We'll go up to Cloudrest, and then that should be a little bit easier. But on these days where it doesn't look like I'm making tons of money, there are, in the background, there's gathering robots gathering me loads of stuff. There's mining robots gathering me loads of stuff that will eventually make for either quest hand-ins or something that I can sell. There we are. X wanted it apparently, so we'll go back to the bus stop. And I'm going to go to the bus stop nearest to... I'm going to go down to the docks, I think, and see if I can sell a few things down there. Because I think it should have just changed over. So if we go down to Half Moon Bay, and that should be perfect. So we're on to 409,000. And that's just from quests. Like, if I make about 10 to 20,000 a day in quests, I will add up. And like I say, while that's all happening, everything else is just slowly gathering up in the background. And why am I going home? That wasn't the plan. This was the plan. So I just want to see if this is changed over again. So, hello. Cotton, pickled cabbage. Do we have any of that? 1. 3 of those. Okay, cool. Pickled carrot. Yeah. I am pickling most of my vegetables, so it is kind of cool that it's asking for pickled stuff. My 1 tomato I had. Oops. I don't think I really want to sell my fish at the moment. They're not worth enough. That must be a kingfish that's like very available right now. I desperately need to take out a fishing day. I really do. None of that really, except for the gold ore. But gold ore I'm desperately low on right now, which is a shame. And diamonds are already sold. I've already been in here and done all of this selling. Oh, it leaves tonight. So there's a couple of things that I hadn't already done, which is great. And then we're going to get a whole new thing next time. Wonderful. Next time we'll be able to sell a whole new batch of stuff. So I won't worry about doing a big sale or anything particular tonight. But we're on 421k now, which is very nice. We now have our white full. Actually, we now have 2. You know that saying about buses? Well. But as far as I can tell at the moment, the bots seem to be very much on top of it. I'm noticing nothing that I need to do myself. All of these are being done. So, like I say, I may give them 1 more bot. But they're doing a very good job. So I think I'll have 1 bot here that is both animal and farming. And then I'm going to put the second, every other one after that will just be for farming. Because there's no reason to have a bot purely for 2 pickups there. That's just seems silly, honestly. But yeah, everything seems a lot more under control. A couple of episodes ago, I was doing a ton of stuff myself that I shouldn't have been doing. I should have been going around handing in quests and making things to make more automation possible. I wonder if I can make any more sprinkler ones yet. Probably don't have enough alloy for it, to be honest. So for a while, I'm going to be a little bit short on gold for things, unless I go and get it myself. Actually, I don't know. Sprinkler 2. Sprinkler 1. Yeah, it's the alloy. Of course it is. I knew it would be. So, yeah, we have a beautiful... I want to maybe take a picture with the white foal before I go to bed, but that's not really showing very well. So I might have to take a picture next time or something like that. This is what I should always be doing, like taking pictures of the horses. Maybe one with me in front. And then just take that off so you can see me. But it would have been better to have done that when the horse was awake earlier. So what I might do is quickly nip down in the morning and try and get a little bit of a selfie with the horse. So let's just go to bed and see if we can do that before I sign off. That was like the main thing we did this episode was there was a horse. That was the big selling point of this episode, right? We finally got the white foal. And now we have two because, like I say, buses. So let me just quickly go and say hello to the foal and get a nice bit of video with me next to it. Maybe once it's had its chomp for the day. And then I'll sign out. They're so cute all eating at that trough. I love it. I am picking up all the stuff though. Oh, now you need brushing. I don't want you to need brushing and stuff. I'm gonna brush the foal. That might do. The other horses and things are a bit in the way, but... there. And then maybe one like this. Hey! They're bullies! They're bullying me. Just trying to get a nice, like, foal picture here. Oh, thanks. Now I've got a picture of its butt. This is why you never work with animals or children, right? That would work. That would be beautiful. That's going to be a lovely thumbnail. Okay, we're all done. So thank you very much for bearing with me with that. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. I'll let you know when videos are out. Hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.